Molly with Cat Behavior Solutions here. I'm really excited today to do another product review for you. This one's on the Eartha Kitty Cat Bed. This is a kit. This is a grow your own kit for wheatgrass, organic wheatgrass, and I'll open it up and I'll show you what's included. Okay, so let's take a look at what's included. This is what you get. By the way, it runs about $40, and you can go to earthakittycat.com, and it's Eartha like E-A-R-T-H, like natural, from the earth. And they sell on Etsy as well as their own site. So I want to show you what's included when you get it. You actually get organic soil in this little compressed, well, I don't know what to call it, compressed brick, and when you wet it, it actually expands, and you get the organic wheat seeds, and you get great instructions. So stick with me, and I'm going to do this for you and show you how easy it is. Okay, so the first thing it tells you to do is to take the little packet of seeds and put them in a container and cover them with water, enough water to cover all of the seeds, and we're going to allow these to soak overnight, kind of like beans, I guess, like when you're doing a bean soup or something. Some of them are floating to the top, so I'm tamping them down and making sure I got enough water in here. All right, so I'm going to let this soak overnight, and then we'll come back and put them in the soil. Now I've soaked my seeds overnight, and it says to drain and rinse them. So I am just putting them in a colander and getting them wet and giving them a little rinse. Okay, the next step is to take the dirt, the coir that they include, and it comes in this sealed packet, and this does not, oh, we have Pico help, how wonderful. It doesn't look like this is going to be enough soil to actually cover this whole thing, but it says add enough water to expand and moisten fully. So I've got 4 cups of water here. I've just added about 2. And so far nothing's happening. So while this is expanding and soaking up, I will tell you the seeds, last night, I put them in that little dish I showed you, and they soaked up all the water, and then they weren't covered in the top, and I'm glad I saw that. So I added more water to it and covered it. So when they say cover it with enough water, they mean a lot of water. So cover your seeds with a lot of water. I'm going to let this sit here and expand a bit because it keeps soaking up the water. So you can see it has soaked up the entire 4 cups of water. So I'm going to get some more, and we're going to keep going. Okay, I'm now pouring in a second 4 cups of water. So it takes a lot, and it doesn't just expand immediately. It's really soaking this stuff up. But look, it's 3 times the size that it was when we started. And I've been turning it over. So I let it soak a little on that side, and then I'm letting it soak on this side. And this looks like this will probably do the trick. So I'm going to let it soak up a little more, and I'll show you what happened. Okay, now I feel like it's at a point where I can start breaking it apart. So I'm going to break it apart here into little pieces into this water. I hope I don't have too much water in here now. And while I'm doing this, I'll tell you another thing that's really a good benefit. We're creating this flat of grass. And yeah, your cat can eat it. It's really good nutrients for your cat. But it also does another thing. You know how they tell us it's really important to get out and walk on the earth so that we ground with the earth? Well, that's a real thing that happens. When you touch your body to the ground, it dissipates static electricity and extraneous environmental electrical charges that are on you. Well, the same thing happens for your cat. So we're supposed to get out there and touch the earth, and our cat is also. So, and of course, living inside, it's really hard for them to touch the earth on our floors. So this is another great way for them to ground themselves, probably emotionally and physically. So this worked perfect. That 8 cups of water, which I thought at first was a lot, is actually, looks like I was right about enough. So I'm packing this down and making a bed out of it, and then I'm going to take my seeds, my rinsed seeds, and we're gonna try to get these spread out evenly. I feel like I'm making a cake here. I hope this comes out better than the cakes I make. I'm gonna get all these little seeds in here, these nice plump healthy seeds. They really plumped up soaking in the water. So now I'm going to push them to all the corners and try to get them as evenly distributed as possible. And then the last step, for the time being, the last step is going to be to cover these seeds with paper towel, with a wet paper towel. And so I am going to, there's a little moisture there. It's actually soaking up some of that moisture. So I'm going to add a little more water to the top of this paper towel so that it stays nice and moist. And then I'm going to cover it with the dome, this humidity dome that they included, and it'll sit like this for 2 days. And then we remove the paper towel and little sprouts will appear. So I'll be back in a couple days to let you know what happened.
So yeah, the Eartha Kitty lawn is a hit. Look at him go. This is great organic soil and wheatgrass. It discourages them from eating your houseplants. You can take a nap on it, forage for treats through it. It's really great. Check it out.